How y'all both doing this fine day? Skater here at the cable company. I'm so glad you stopped in to see me today. Today we're going over the USS Kitty Hawk CV-63. USS Kitty Hawk CV-63, formerly a CVA-63, was a United States Navy supercarrier. She was the second naval ship named after Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the site of the Wright brothers. First powered airplane flight. Kitty Hawk was the first of 3 Kitty Hawk class aircraft carriers to be commissioned and the last to be decommissioned. Kitty Hawk was laid down by the New York Shipbuilding Corporation in Camden, New Jersey on the 27th of December 1956. The ship was launched on the 21st of May 1960, sponsored by Miss Camelia F. McClory, wife of Defense Secretary Neil H. McClory. Kitty Hawk was launched by flooding her dry dock. The conventional slide-down method was ruled out because of her mass and the risk that she might hit the Philadelphia shore on the far side of the Delaware River. The ship was commissioned the 29th of April, 1961 at Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. Captain William F. Bringle in command. That's amazing how they did that in it, huh? With the decommission of independence on the 30th of September 1998, Kitty Hawk became the United States warship with the second longest active status, after the sailing ship USS Constitution. Enterprise passed her in 2012. These 2 aircraft carriers were 2 of the 3 carriers to fly the first Navy Jack. For 10 years, Kitty Hawk was the forward-deployed carrier at Yokosuka Naval Base in Yokosuka, Japan. In October 2008, she was replaced in this role by George Washington. Kitty Hawk returned to the United States and had her decommissioning ceremony on the 31st of January 2009. She was officially decommissioned on the 12th of May 2009 after 48 years of service. Kitty Hawk was replaced by George H.W. Bush. She was stricken from the Naval Vessel Register on the 20th of October 2017 and was designated for disposal by dismantling a few days later. On the 15th of January 2022, Kitty Hawk left Puget Sound Naval Shipyard under tow en route to Brownsville, Texas for scrapping, arriving there on the 31st of May 2022. Following shakedown in the western Atlantic, Kitty Hawk departed the Naval Station Norfolk, Virginia on 11th of August 1961 after a brief stop at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where she embarked the Secretary of the Brazilian Navy for a demonstration during an exercise at sea with 5 Brazilian destroyers. The attack carrier rounded Cape Horn on the 1st of October. She steamed into Valparaiso, Chile, on the 13th of October and then sailed 2 days later to Peru, arriving in Callao on the 20th of October, where she entertained the President of Peru. At San Diego, Admiral George W. Anderson, Chief of Naval Operations, landed on her deck 18th November to witness anti-submarine demonstrations by Henry B. Wilson and blue-back interior missile demonstrations by Topeka, and air demonstration by Kitty Hawk. Kitty Hawk entered San Francisco Naval Shipyard on the 23rd of November 1961 for alterations. Following operation out of San Diego, she sailed from San Francisco on the 13th of September 1962. Kitty Hawk joined the United States 7th Fleet on October the 7th, 1962, relieving Midway as the flagship. After participating in the Philippine Republic Aviation Week Air Show, Kitty Hawk steamed out of Malaya Harbor on the 30th of November 1962 and welcomed Admiral Harry D. Felt, Commander-in-Chief of the United States Pacific Fleet, for demonstrations of modern naval weapons. On December 3rd, the ship visited Hong Kong early in December and returned to Japan, arriving at Yokosuka on January 2nd, 1963. Her whole number was CV-63. The nicknames are Battle Cat. Status is undergoing scrapping. There's the badge right there. It has the CV-63 to it. Goes with it. Classic and tight. Kitty Hawk class aircraft carrier. Displacement 61,351 long tons standard, 81,985 long tons full load. Her length was 1,068.9 feet. LOA. Her beam was 282 feet extreme, 130-foot waterline. Her draft was 38 foot. Her propulsion was Westinghouse geared steam turbines, 8 Forster Wheeler steam boilers, 4 shafts, 280,000 SHPs. Her speed was 33 knots or 38 miles an hour. Her complement, she had 5,624 officers and men, or sensors and processing systems. She had one ANSPS-37, one ANSP-39, one ANSP-8. Armament, she had 2 RIM 7 Sea Sparrow surface-to-air missiles. She had 2 RIM 116 RAM. She had 2 Parallax CIWS automated anti-missile aircraft defense. Armor 1. Aircraft carrier, she carried 85. Typical 2,000 air wing, 70 airships. 40 FA-18E F Super Hornets fighter bombers. She had 4 EA-6B Prowlers, combat EWs, and 4 E-2C Hawkeye AEWs. She had 5 SH-60F Seahawk HH-60H Pave Hawk helicopters. She had 1 C-2A Greyhound carrier on board delivery. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, there's your short history on it. I appreciate every one of you coming in to see me. Every Friday we put out one of these ships until we run out. Much love. Don't forget why we do this. Why we do this? Why do we do this, people? Does anybody know? All right, look here. Freedom. All right. Freedom. Let's don't forget the freedom, okay? Freedom. Okay, that's very important. Very important that we understand what this is all about. This documentary is for those who serve and are serving for our freedom. That's right there. Very important. Very important for me, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Y'all come on back and see me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.